story time. So I know that many of us that are in school that are watching this video, like, know what the cafeteria is like in school. Like, it's just never, like, the most pleasant place ever. Like, the food is just absolute crap, like, almost all the time. But my cafeteria is like the Ned's Declassified crap. Like, the food just starts moving and crawling off of the tray into the, like, onto the table. Like, it tries to run away from you, so it's like, it stops it from getting eaten. But lately, I've been getting screwed over on these lunches sometimes. Like, I don't understand why they are allowed to sell what they sold to me. Or how someone didn't even really know, like, it was there, but, like, it was plain to see. It was in plain sight. I don't know how they didn't see it. So the one day for lunch, we decided to have pizza pasta or something of that sort. It was maybe just pasta. It was some kind of pasta. That's all I know. And generally, the pasta at school is actually decent, so it's like one of those things you're really looking forward to. But after this experience, I'm not going to it all ever again. Like, that was just disgusting. I might not even ever pick, like, the main entree ever again. And once I tell you guys, like, what actually, like, it was in it that wasn't supposed to be in it, you're gonna, like, laugh at me and say, like, Psycho, why are you caring so much about this? And I care so much because it's like, it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Like, I don't care how, like, funny or small of an object it was. Like, it was not supposed to be in my food. It was also edible. I'm gonna give you a hint right now, because I know some of y'all have dirty minds. But anyway, I take one bite out of this pasta, right, and there's something in my pasta that should not have been there. Kind of like a greenish color. So at this point, I'm already kind of skeptical. Like, I didn't know what to do at that point. I just kind of looked at it for, like, shocked for a good maybe 30 seconds. I even got one of my friends to look at it for me just to confirm that I wasn't actually, like, tripping or anything like that, because, you know, who knows what they put in your food. So I take my fork and take it out of the pasta and onto the other side of the tray. And at that moment, I knew that there was a green bean in this pasta. There was a freaking green bean in pasta. That's not supposed to be there. Like, I don't understand it. They have to wash those pans that they put the food in, right? Like, how could you miss a green bean? Like, it's in a stainless steel pan. How can you miss something that's green in the pan? And it sucks because I was actually desperate enough for food that I actually continued eating this pasta, knowing dang well there could have been another one in my freaking lunch. Now, this other story isn't actually too bad. It's just kind of like one of those you had one job moments. And I've already told the story like 3 times, and I know my mom, once she hears me talking about the story, she's probably gonna text me and say, like, again with the story. But, like, this really needs to be addressed. So at my school, we were forced to get a fruit and a vegetable, so I just had to get, like, a mini salad and, like, a fruit, maybe, like, an apple or a banana. But sometimes they put out, like, fruit juices instead of the actual fruit to replace it because nobody actually eats, like, the fruit that they provide. So I grabbed an orange juice because, you know, OJ is the real OG when it comes to juices. Like, that's just the best juice, like, fruit juice that there's ever been invented. Like, OJ is OG, actually. Like, it's just the greatest freaking juice you could ever have in your entire life. But anyway, I grabbed this orange juice and I realized that one of them had to have been leaking because it was like, there was orange juice on this tray where they were placed. So, you know, I entered my lunch number and everything, normal as you, like, everything was fine. Well, I go to grab this orange juice, right? And it's, like, half full. And here's where it gets kind of weird, because it's like, I didn't think anything of it, just maybe that, you know, the company decided to not fill, like, the orange juices all the way because, like, you know, conserving stuff or whatever. But one of my friends was actually sitting right beside me, and I grabbed his real quick and started shaking it, and it was filled the way it was supposed to be. So immediately after that, I started looking around the carton of the orange juice, and, like, the orange juice, like, they're like tiny little things. They're like maybe like a shot worth of orange juice, but they're really good and they're like totally worth it. But I start like staring at this thing, making sure that it was like, you know, nothing was wrong with the carton. And wouldn't you know, there is a freaking hole on the bottom right corner of this carton. I got sold half an orange juice carton because there was a hole in the one that I had picked out. And there was easily like 30 freaking cartons on the tray, and go figure, I picked the one that has the hole in it. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself why I'm so fired up about this, but it's like, come on! Like, let's say school had to have crappy breakfast. I do eat breakfast at school, like, in the mornings because, you know, I'm half asleep. I want food to try to wake me up. But if they have a crappy breakfast, like, I can always count to go to the cafeteria during lunch, grab myself an OJ, and say, hey, everything's fine. It's the little things in life that make me happy at school. But because of that, like, my whole day was ruined. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. And it's been Fade Psycho. I'm out. Later.